You're Missing One. How that song came to be about Grandpa. So uh, Grandpa died and went back to West Virginia for the graveside ceremony, and my mom and dad came back and told me the story about this man that was there at the graveside ceremony for Grandpa. And it was really cool, and I thought, man, it'd be neat to be able to write a song about that. And Paula and I, years later, went to a marriage seminar, a retreat in Napanee at the Round Barn Theater, and Steve and Annie Chapman were there. Steve Chapman would take the men, and Annie Chapman would take the ladies. So Steve and Annie Chapman, back in the day, were, and they still are, songwriters, and they sing, and they also do marriage seminars. And they wrote a couple really songs that were hits back in the day, and one was Turn Your Heart Towards Home, and it was the theme song for James Dobson, his radio program. So they were they're established couple in the music industry, lots of really good family style songs. A Circle for Two is another song that they wrote. Anyways, so we're having lunch there, and I'm sitting right across the table from Steve Chapman, and so I told him the story about my grandpa, and my thought process was that he's a songwriter. It'd be really awesome if he'd write a story about my grandpa. And I told him the story, and he said, "That's a song." I said, "I know it's a song." I says, I'd love for you to write it." And he says, "No." He said, "You're supposed to write the song, and it's called You're Missing One." Well, it'd been 20-ish years or whatever. I hadn't gotten a song in a long time. And so anyways, so God gave me The Sun Comes Up, and then God gave, and like the next, after The Sun Comes Up, it was like the second song that God gave me was, I was walking down the circle one day, and all of a sudden I get this concept of Grandpa, and this really nice melody line, and so God gave me the song. It took about a week, but there it was. You're Missing One, and I recorded it with Bob Funkhauser, and then I sent the song to Steve Chapman, and he replied back, great lyrics, enchanting voice, a great guitar work. He says, really liked it. Thanks for sharing. So that was pretty cool. And so the first song God gave me was The Sun Comes Up, and the second one was a song about Grandpa, You're Missing One. So that's how You're Missing One came to be.